Andrew, thanks for taking the time to chat with us as drilling of the Alameda 2 appraisal well kicks off. Firstly, can you just explain to us exactly what this appraisal well delivers compared to the Alameda 1 exploration well that was such a success?
Alex, good to talk to you again. But as you can see, I'm on site and it's going to be a bit hard for me to talk to you from here, so I'm going to go back into one of the control sheds and we can pick up the conversation. But we're drilling, it's a beautiful day, it's nice and comfortable in these overalls, but for an Australian, it's not as hard as talking to you. Well, we're back inside now, Alex. It's a little bit quieter. I hope you can hear me better. I'm with our drilling manager for our Cuban operations program. This is Ricardo. He's been here for a number of years and he's got all the scars of all the previous well campaigns. So, I think the first thing you wanted to ask me yesterday, and which you just asked now, is what is an appraisal well and what does it involve? Well, it's the drilling of the well again to begin with, but every time we encounter an oil-bearing formation, we stop and we do a number of things, and that involves taking samples of the oil, then flowing the oil to see what sort of pressure the reservoir performs under. We're going to take logs again because the last time we missed a lot of logging because of the rugosity or the washout of the well bore in some of the most interesting sections. So I hope to be able to get those logs again. And then we're going to do coring as well that we're set up for this time. So it's a very detailed program. We'll do that in each of 3 separate zones in this upper Amistad formation, and it will be a very exciting period of news flow in the weeks ahead.
Thanks, Andrew. So I'm clear, you're appraising the first 3 independent oil-bearing formations that you encountered from when you drilled the Alameda 1 exploration well. Can you explain to us what's involved to test each formation, and does this involve flow testing?
Right, so after we finish the Amistad drilling, then we go on to test the 2 lower reservoirs. Those were, I think, in my opinion, even more exciting, and the ones I'm very much looking forward to us getting back to test. But we couldn't design one well to do all 3 of these reservoirs. They're all independent, geologically independent, all have different features, characteristics, different trajectories. So to have one well do all of that with all the testing, there's a degree of difficulty that we didn't think was advisable. We're twinning a previous well, so we know what we're going into. But this time we just want to do everything as simply as possible, get the results we need, and come away with reserves from all of these sections. So that'll feed into what the next stage of our future in Cuba would look like. Ricardo, we drilled this well before. We're putting all the testing on it this time. But how much difference does it make to you as a drilling manager, drilling into something that you've already done once before?
Oh, thank you, Andrew. That's a very good question. It makes a big difference because obviously we have a ton of lessons that we learned when we drilled the first well, Alameda 1. So now we go with all that learning, all that experience, and we're gonna approach this new well with that benefit that we didn't have before. So it does makes a ton of difference. Every well is different, but we did this well right next to the other one, and again, like I said, a ton of experience. So we're very confident on that.
Yeah.
So it sounds like there's plenty of news for Melbana shareholders in the coming months, Andrew. Now, I understand you're working closely with Cupet on this program. Can you just give us a bit of colour on the broader opportunities for Melbana in Cuba?
Well, from the results of these appraisal wells, we're already anticipating, for the best case, obviously, because you have to plan a year in advance on any engineering project. So the future for us is, one, these formations are enormous, and if they perform the way we think they do, then the immediate future is putting more wells in them as fast as possible, get the production rate up as quickly as possible, which means looking at logistics, and we're already planning pipeline routes and production storage facilities and well layouts on this pad increasing, as well as all the pads around us that we're permitting up at the moment in anticipation of the results here. But in broader terms, for a future in Cuba, these are potentially world-class reservoirs from what we hope to establish this year. And we're at the western edge of a 2,500 kilometre block
that we haven't even begun to explore. We're starting at the easiest end, and there's enough structures here that we could be really working here for a very long time, becoming a very significant producer. With a lot of hard work, a bit of luck, but it's very exciting to be in this company at this time with the sort of people that I have to help me.
Fantastic, Andrew. Enjoy your time in Cuba and all the best for this program.